Om J J Saima, everyone. Welcome to our Magdalena Feast Day celebration. And if you're new to us, when we say the words Om J J Saima, it's an expression we use in this Saima community. Saima means divine mother, divine, and the divine feminine aspect of the divine. And so when I say that to you, it's similar to namaste. But I honor the divine feminine in you, and I honor the divine feminine in me. And that's why we use it, because this is the time of the rising of the divine feminine to be in balance with the divine masculine on the planet. That's what this time is actually about. And so by recognizing it in myself and seeing it in you, I call it forth and we resonate together. So we start with Om J J Saima. My name is Mary Seiss, and I serve as the program director for Her Holiness Saima's Magdalena Healing Program. And it's just my joy to welcome you to this program we have for you today on Mary Magdalena's Feast Day. So what is a feast day anyway? Well, if you were raised Catholic, you'll know that we have a lot of saints, and they have what they call memorial days, and they put them on a day that the church recognizes them. And although Mary Magdalena went through a lot with the church, and we'll maybe talk about that a little bit, it was in the 1960s that the Pope elevated her to being a saint. Prior to that, in the 600s, in the 6th centuries, around that time, Pope Leo kind of called her a prostitute. So she went through, just like many of us, falsely accused or kind of lowered there. But it was in the 1960s that the Pope made her a saint. But she had a memorial day, meaning she was like several saints could have the same memorial day. It was in 2016 that Pope Francis elevated her to having what's called a feast day. He elevated her status. And this is her feast day. It was at that time that the Pope recognized her and called her also the apostle to the apostles, recognizing her status. And so that's why today we honor her with a feast day. It's an important part of the whole history of the divine feminine, how it got pushed down and how now it's raising up. And so it is my joy to welcome you to this feast day where we really honor our beloved Mary Magdalena. We honor her for her courage, for her devotion, for her rising above in the chaos of that time. Not unlike the chaos we're going through now on this planet. She is a beacon of light. She is a strong, powerful, loving female example for all of us. She is the feminine face of the divine, which has been missing, especially in our Western cultures. We've missed it. So today we call her in, we welcome her, we ask her to guide us, be be in us so that we too can be the face of the divine with all its qualities, and especially bring back the feminine ones of compassion, tenderness, of power, devotion. So I invite you now to take a breath with me and imagine there's a tube of light coming from the heavens, moving into your brain. Now let us gaze at the picture of our beloved Mary Magdalena that we use in this program. I invite you to gaze into Mary Magdalena's eyes, allowing your eyes to soften a bit. And using your breath, imagine the exchange of light from her eyes to your eyes in a figure 8 pattern, you can imagine. And using your breath, I invite you to bring your awareness to the area between your eyebrows and inviting Mary Magdalena to place the egg that's in her hands, this light, this new light, birth, into the area between your eyebrows, activating for you with your invitation this energy of vision, this energy of clarity, so that you too can become clear on why you incarnated. Just as Mary became clearer and clearer with her devotion and with her practice of why she incarnated. Activate within me, grant me the grace of clarity. And then with another breath, bring this light now down to the throat. And weave between Mary Magdalena and you this light. I invite you to invite Mary to place this light in your throat, activating within you authenticity, this capacity to speak truth, this ability to say yes and the ability to say no about what's right for you. And then with another breath, I invite you to bring your awareness to your heart. Again, weaving this light between your heart and the heart of Mary Magdalena. Activating the grace, the energy of compassion. Grant me the grace to be compassionate. Sai Ma has shared with us, compassion is the antidote of judgment. And then with another breath, bring this light into your belly, weaving this light between your belly and Mary's belly, the center part of the body, chakra that's there. And activate the energy of courage, courage and power. The courage to be in this world. The courage to speak your truth. The courage to show up on this planet, to be here. And then another breath. Bring this light down between the navel and the base of the spine and weave it between you and Mary. As she places the egg in your second chakra now. And activate the energy of ease and flow so that you can move with ease, so that you can hear the voice of your soul and allow it to move you, to guide you. And then another breath. Bring this light down to the base of your spine. And here, activate the energy of trust. Invite Mary to place this light into the base of your spine. Activating trust, trust in your soul, trust in your incarnation, trust in the divine, that you're supposed to be here and you've chosen to come. And trust that you'll be guided. And with another breath, I invite you to bring this light now all the way out your legs, down, out the soles of your feet to the center of Mother Earth. And from that center space, finding your unique footprints here. And very consciously stepping into them. Yes, I'm here. I came at this time. My soul came. I remember. Feel the gratitude of Mother Earth that you remember. Mother Earth sends up a light and all the way bring it up through the soles of your feet, up to your heart. Now feel your heart expand even more. And connect your heart to the heart of everyone on this call. Everyone who will listen to it later. And those of you in the Magdalena program, amplify the light in your heart and your hands and pour it into this vortex that together we've created today. I invite all of you to bathe in this vortex of light. And I invite you to place into this light anything that's needing healing today, any fear, any worries, any concerns, put them there. Ask and it's given. So that you too can step into your role in the grand design, like Mary did. With courage, with tenderness, compassion. Grant me the grace, the clarity. Using your breath, just welcome all this love and light that's here for you today. With each breath, saying yes, grant me the grace. Grant me the courage. Grant me the clarity. Activate within me devotion. Devotion to my incarnation and devotion to my soul. Grant me the grace. With your eyes open now, I invite you to consider what is my role in the grand design? Who am I? And why did I incarnate at this time? Why am I here? Saima has taught us that as souls, we have we as hundreds of people to bring us to planet Earth. We wanted to come back. And it's not easy to get here. Many souls have said no to you. It either wasn't their time or It wasn't for them to bring you here. And you really wanted to come. And you kept asking. And then finally someone said yes. Your mom, your dad, they said yes. And you came. And if you're drawn to this Magdalena energy, then you may have a sense that you're part of a community of communities that were formed after the crucifixion, after the resurrection. When Mary came with others to the south of France. And she taught the teachings of Master Jesus. Master Jesus was one of the very few, if not, that had female disciples. And many people don't even know that. As a disciple, Mary taught. At a time with Jesus when women were not allowed to teach, they weren't listened to. So she came to the south of France. And there she developed communities and she created powerful teachers about these teachings of a balance, the masculine and feminine, of the feminine face of the divine. That was not taken out of her teachings. And these communities flourished. And then about in the 1200s, a crusade started. And possibly millions were killed over several hundred years. And one of the most interesting things that I've learned is that when the last of the Cathars, which were these people who went to their death standing up for the divine feminine and the teachings of love, the way of love that Mary brought, they said, it was in the 1300s, 700 years from now, we'll be back. That's this time. Millions have come back, said they'd come back. And so my question to you is that why you're here? Why did you come back? What role did you want to play as a soul that you came back? And I suspect that if you're even drawn here, there's something about that for you, the divine feminine. And what does it mean to be divine feminine? What does it mean to balance it with my divine masculine? That's the key. Where have I gotten out of balance with myself? That's the key. Like I'm a little too masculine and I do this or that, and my feminine's down here. Or I'm a little too much of a people pleaser and my masculine's down here. I don't take my space. It's a real question to inquire yourself. And then the other question is about devotion. Where is devotion to my soul in my life? Where's devotion? Am I devoted to my soul? Or is my attention all everywhere else? One thing about Mary Magdalena, she was devoted to her master. She was devoted to why she came, to her role in this. And so let's listen now to Saimaj, a recording we have of Saimaj gave us about Mary Magdalena and this energy of devotion.
Blessings. Blessings from the Christ within you. Blessings from the divine feminine principle within you. The dimension of that sacred feminine within you. And welcome that dimension. Really welcome fully. It may have a shape, it may not. Welcome. It's a dimension. It is already within you. When you welcome this sacred feminine, it awakens the dormant one within you. Mary Magdalena is a long lineage. Like you too, feel her presence, her devoted presence to you. Sophia, all the Lady Ascended Masters, Isis, Maria Magdalena carries all the attributes you can imagine for this planet. The strength, the power, the tenderness, the love, the compassion, the playfulness, the joy, the practicality, all. The sisterhood, the motherhood, all. The lover, all. You can welcome all these attributes and prepare yourself to welcome her in her light. You are an aspect of her. She is inside of you, around you, with you. What transformed her karma? What transformed her personality? What transformed her beliefs? What peels the layers of the onions is her devotion. When she found her master, ask her to grant you the grace of devotion. It's thick, tangible, powerful, tender, glorious, and never waver. Feel her devotion for her master. And taste her devotion for the master within you. There's a magnificent master within you. Together with this, your devotion for myself, turn that devotion now with my heart and my devotion to you, and pour this devotion into yourself. Devotion to the master within. Devotion to the source within you, to that supreme consciousness. Devotion is when you are free from everything. Everything is dropped. And devotion takes over. Empty from everything else. Even from love, as you don't know yet what love is. So the human love, let it drop as well. Be so empty. And the whole lineage of that dimension of the sacred feminine is going to fill you up. If you open yourself a little bit, it will fill a little bit. A huge piece of you. The devotion will expand. It's like a thick light when it starts to take over inside of you. Tears may roll as devotion and grace are together. The grace of devotion, the fullness of devotion, the emptiness of devotion. Devotion of you. Devotion to you. Devotion is the Holy Grail in your heart. Your heart is full of treasure. Welcome this devotion. And see to that energy to live in your heart. So every day you live with devotion. What Mary Magdalena has become, you can become. Only that devotion. Yes, there was knowledge. She did not know anything about this knowledge. She only, her breath became that devotion. The devotion became her breath. And that's all she knew. Inhaling that devotion. Exhaling that devotion. So let us inhale and hold. Exhale. Hold. Inhale this devotion and hold. That space between the breath is the state of enlightenment. Absorb. With every cell, every fiber, absorb. And look in a way that it penetrates. Look with all your field, your energy, and absorb. Your devotion opens you to your light. Look how bright the light is. And it pulsates. And it vibrates. And it's alive. The power of devotion. Being an embodiment of devotion. All for you. How precious you are to us. How precious. And we give you everything. Everything for you to be that. With this long hair, with her tears, as she washed Master's feet, sobbing. Her hands, her hair, her tears, her heart, all to her Master's feet. Absorb. Vibrate. Allow this devotion to pulsate in every cell of your body. Allow this devotion to touch your skin, to expand your pineal gland, to balance your right and left hemisphere of your brain, to enlighten your corpus callosum. That devotion. And from that devotion, your inner knowledge will flood every moment of your life. Flooding. Cascade of light with knowledge from within you. Devotion. The power of devotion transform your health, your cells, your bloodstream, your field. That's the power of devotion. At a point, there is no difference between the devotion of the disciple and the devotion of the master. It's similar to a river that has merged in that boundaryless ocean. And no one could distinguish which droplet of the ocean is the one from the master, the one for the disciple. Both has become one. This is the glory of devotion. It's glorious. Glorious. And from this place, this moment, this vibration, source come to you. You don't go to source. Source comes to you. Why? Because the core of source is that oneness vibrating as you, for you, to you. in the eternality of now. Let's take a moment of total stillness and silence, bathing in this divine couple's devotion for humanity.
And taking a deep, deep breath. Devotion. Asking ourselves, am I devoted am I devoted to seeing the divine in the other? No matter where I am. Am I devoted just to seeing the divine in myself? The truth of who I am. Am I devoted and how can I strengthen this devotion to the divine within me, to the divine within you? How can I prioritize that? So that I too can be on a Magdalena on this planet. fully capable of emanating this light that I am. Fully capable. And putting aside everyone else's agendas, maybe for me, and putting my soul as my priority. This love that I am, this light that I am. And as Mary Magdalena did, standing for that. So I invite you just to move inside and breathe and be in your heart. What's my commitment to me? Ma has shared with us every energy is in us. Everything is in us. It's just some energies are more dormant than others. How can I cultivate the energy of devotion so that it becomes stronger? How can I focus on it? My devotion to my soul, my devotion to being the light on this planet that Mary was in that dark time. How can I cultivate that? And as Ma shared, taking a deep breath in, holding it, and a deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose, hold it, hold this in the brain, and then release it. Breathing light in, holding it, and then releasing it. Allowing yourself to move deep, deep into stillness, being very still. And listening. Listening from your heart. For what your soul wishes to share with you right now. As Ma has shared, the Magdalena is in each and every one of us. I invite you to tap into that. The Magdalena within. And listen. Listen to the whispers of your soul. Listen to the whispers of the Magdalena within. Let each prayer, each breath be a yes. Allowing the grace of the Magdalena, the grace of this lineage of divine feminine. Welcome it. Allow it to support and guide you. During this time on the planet. This rebalancing time. You are the feminine face of God. Let me see with your vision, Divine Mother. Let me see with your vision, Mary Magdalena. Let this be my prayer. Let me speak with your words. Allow my hands to be your hands, the hands of a Magdalena, the hands of the divine feminine. Grant me the grace. Grant me the grace to be a pillar of light in a dark world. Grant me the grace. Bathe in these frequencies. Breathe them in. Breathe them in so much that they fill you up. Breathe them into every cell of your body. Allow yourself to be loved, to be held in this divine embrace. Know that you are so loved. And you are so needed on the planet at this time. And that you are being empowered by all the divine feminine, those that are known and unknown to you. The entire lineage is here for you, is empowering you during this critical time on our planet. You said you would come. Know that you are fully supported. And rest in that. Om JJ Saima. Thank you.